permeate the thickest walls, and we shine right through it all. Well, you are not the drop, you are the sea. You are a reflection back at me. You are everywhere and every place. 'Cause you are the divine, you are the grace. Every single star is a sun. We are not the many, we are the one. Because we are light, because we are because we are light, because we are light. You are not your story, no, no, no. You are not your story. Let it go.
As you finish your release, there's a space within you to be filled, and that is the spiritual gift. Remember your spiritual gift. You're present to fill that space, that void. You are not your story. You are not your body. So we're slowly going to come back into the room. 3, getting back in touch with your breath. 2, feeling the chair beneath you, the floor beneath your feet. And 1, when you're ready to open your eyes, welcome back. Oh, if it was all that simple. That's kind of the point. It is that simple. It's intention. So how do we live from that illuminated place, that place of the I am. That place where we know our soul self so intimately that we never need to put anything after those two words. That place where there is no identity in human form that could expand our spiritual life more than those two simple words combined in that very short sentence. Living from the I am doesn't happen alone. It doesn't happen by locking ourselves in our basement with our new thought library of books and CDs and videos with no contact with the outside world. It doesn't happen by hiding away. It happens when we look in the mirror. When we look at ourselves in the mirror, when we look at the pieces of our own self being mirrored back to us through others, we are all reflections of each other. In either scenario, it takes two. Our self is the observer, and the other involved as the reminder. Reminder, remind. When we see the haunting ghosts in the mirror, we are reminded. When we remind ourselves who we are remembered. Our human self is literally put back together, remembered, in the wholeness that our soul self already is. The more frequently we encounter our soul self, the less identity we carry in this world. We are all reflections of the insignificant human experiences that remind and remember us back into something. So what? We are challenged with our own personal human conditioning and undoing the identities we wear as masks through our human experience. And every time we accomplish a new level of non-identity, we ripple a wave of possibility into the world. Because as we heal, so do others. A wave of unity. We all need each other. We need these reflections. We need each other. We need Mother Earth. We all need to non-identify with our human to re-identify with our soul. And there's a concept called the overview effect that ties this all together in a very massive, cosmic, global scale. Is anybody familiar with the overview effect? It is absolutely fascinating. And the first time I read this article, I was chilled for 10 minutes. It's the concept, the information, the sharing that was written into words is quite powerful. And if we could all experience this, what a difference this world would be. So, this article was in the science section of Business Insider on August 31st, 2015. When astronauts first saw Earth from afar in the Apollo 8 mission in 1968, the US's second manned mission to the moon, they described a cognitive shift in awareness after seeing our planet hanging in the void. This state of mental clarity, called the overview effect, occurs when you are flung so far away from Earth that you become totally overwhelmed and awed by the fragility and unity of life on our blue globe. It's the uncanny sense of understanding the big picture and of feeling connected yet bigger than the intricate processes bubbling on Earth. In a video by Planetary Collective called Overview, David Beaver, co-founder of the Overview Institute, recounts the sentiments from one of the astronauts on the Apollo mission. When we originally went to the moon, our total focus was on the moon. We weren't thinking about looking back at the Earth. But now that we've done it, that may well have been the most important reason why we went. Seeing cameras turn around in a live feed of Earth for the first time, even for viewers at home, was absolutely life-changing. The iconic Earthrise image was snapped by astronaut Bill Anders. Until that point, no human eyes had ever seen our blue marble from space. It was quite a shock. This is a quote. I don't think any of us had any expectations about how it would give us such a different perspective. I think the focus had been, we're going to the stars, we're going to other planets. That was David Loy. And suddenly we look back at ourselves and it seems to imply a new kind of self-awareness. NASA astronaut Ron Garan explains this incredible feeling in his book, The Orbital Perspective. After clamping into an end of a robotic arm on the International Space Station in 2008, he flew through a windshield wiper maneuver that flung him in an arc over the space station and back. Like, if that doesn't boggle your mind. And this is what he had to say. As I approached the top of this arc, it was as if time stood still and I was flooded with both emotion and awareness. But as I looked down at the Earth, this stunning, fragile oasis, this island that has been given to us and that has protected all life from the harshness of space, a sadness came over me. And I was hit in the gut with an undeniable, sobering contradiction. In spite of the overwhelming beauty of this scene, serious inequity exists on the apparent paradise we have been given. I couldn't help thinking of the nearly 1 billion people who don't have clean water to drink, the countless number who go to bed hungry every night, the social injustice, conflicts, and poverty that remain pervasive across the planet. Seeing Earth from this vantage point gave me a unique perspective, something I've come to call the orbital perspective. Part of this is the realization that we are all traveling together on this planet, and that if we looked at the world from that perspective, we would see that nothing is impossible. Author Frank White first coined the term the overview effect when he was flying in an airplane across the country in the 1970s. After looking out the window, he thought anyone living in a space settlement will always have an overview. They will see things that we know, but that we don't experience, which is that the Earth is one system. We're all part of that system, and there is a certain unity and coherence to it all. So, if we can journey in our mind's eye and see that overview of the Earth, and have that constant reminder that as we are here on Earth, we are part of this Earth system. We need Pachamama as much as we need each other. to go back to the first song that Bob sang. We rise and we fall, and we run, then we walk, then we crawl. So when we stop running through the conditions in this world, we walk toward the truth and crawl back into the comfort of the soul self. That return to home is the catalyst to remove the barriers of human conditioning. We might not have it all together, but together we have it all. We need each other. We need the mirrors. We need the reminders. We need non-identity. We need the wholeness that is created as we rediscover the pieces of our soul self, the I am.
What's the I behind the I am? And who's the me behind the I through which I see? Am I the watcher, or is there something else that's wanting to be seen through me? See, I've accumulated all these things. They're artifacts, possessions, and names that try to tell the tale of me. But I am holding on to thinking there's a little bit more to the story. Well, I know I'm not the name you say, the things I own, the roles I play. I know there's something breathing me. So if you take away my name and you take away these things, you're left with only awesomeness, the essence that I came here with, the everything, the I am, the I am, yeah. Here I stand, my conviction strong and clear. See, I admit to listening to these whispers in my ear. You might call me crazy, but you know you do it too. 'Cause you know that there's a voice behind the voice in you. Well, I know I'm not the name you say, the things I own, the characters I play. I know there's something breathing me. 'Cause if you take away my name and you take away these things, you're left with only awesomeness, the essence that I came here with, the everything, the I am, the I am. Well, I know I'm not the moon that my fingers point to, and I know that I'm not separate from any one of you. It's an elementary game, an energy exchange. It's a raging river, life's grand giver of everything. That I am life's expression, soul-bound connection, pure reflection of all that is divine. I am the muse, and I am imbued with the golden hue of light, just like you. Well, I am love, it's what I'm of. I am above, I am below, this much I know. Can I get a little clap on? I am this moment, I am this moment, I'm everywhere, no beginning, no end. And it's weaving in you, breathing in me, it's ever present, everything I am. And I am, you are, we be. You want to sing that with me? I am, you are, we be. Sing it out loud. I am, you are, we be. Just sing it around the room. Turn around and sing it to somebody. I am, you are, we be. Can we get you up on your feet? Let's get some energy going. I am, you are, we be. Come on, sing it to someone's eyes. I am, you are, we be. Sing one to Washington.